This is review for your factoring test on Friday. Which of the following equals 2x squared minus 5x minus 12 when factored completely? We have to make sure that we look to see if there is a GCF that we can take out first. There is no GCF that we can take out, so we're going to use our California method. We're going to multiply our A times C, and we get 2 times a negative 12. So that gives me a negative 24. And my B value is a negative 5. So I'm going to put in my two sets of parentheses. 2x and 2x, all divided by 2. Now, what kind of numbers can I multiply together to get a negative answer? And the only types of numbers are positives and negatives. What can I multiply? What are my factors of 24 that when I subtract those same two numbers, I get a negative 5? If we don't remember how to do that, remember, go to y equals. We're going to type in 24 divided by x. Then we go to second graph, and we have all of our factors there. So when we're looking for this, we want to know what two numbers we can multiply to get 24, that when we subtract those same two numbers, we get a negative 5. So our larger number is going to be the negative number. So when we look right here, if I have 8 times 3, that's 24, and 8 minus 3 gives me 5. So when I look at it, I know that my 8 is going to be my larger number because of the negative sign here. When you subtract, you take the sign of the larger number, and 3. Now what I have to do is look to see if there's a GCF that I can take out of my parentheses. Can't take anything out of the 2x plus 3, but I can take a 2 out of this second parentheses, and I have x minus 4 left, all divided by 2. This lone 2 on top cancels with the 2 on the bottom, so my factors are 2x plus 3 and x minus 4. Looking for that 2x minus 3 and x minus 4. So my answer here is going to be B. For number 2, what's your factored form? You have two terms separated by a minus sign, and my exponent here is a cube. So what I'm doing, I'm looking for factoring perfect cubes. So first parentheses, I take the cube root of both of my terms. So the cube root of y cubed is y. Keep the sign. Cube root of 64 is 4. My second parentheses, my sign changes from what it was in the first one. Second sign is always plus. I square my first term, I get y squared. It goes in front. I square my second term, 4 times 4 is 16, that goes in the back. To get my middle term, I simply multiply what's in the first parentheses together, so that gives me 4y. So this is my answer for number 2. Factor completely. First thing I need for you to do is always look for GCF. And in this case, we can take out a 4. Now what we have left is x squared minus 2x minus 15. I'm going to bring down my 4. I'm going to try and see if I can factor this. Only factors of x squared are x and x. Because this is a negative, that means I'm going to have 1 plus and 1 minus. What can I multiply to get 15 that when I subtract, I get a negative 2? 5 and 3. And there's my answer. For number 4, again, I'm asked to factor. There's no GCF, so I'm going to put a parentheses. Only factors of x squared are x and x. Because this is negative, one will be positive, one will be negative. What can I multiply to get 3 that when I subtract, I get a negative 2? Negative 3, positive 1. Number 5. Always look for GCF first. I found a GCF that I can take out. I can take a 3 out of everything, and I have left x squared minus 9. Bring down my 3. Now I try to factor this. Both of these are perfect squares, and they're separated by a minus, so I'll have 1 plus and 1 minus. And I take the square root of both of these. Square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 9 is 3. There's my answer. Number 6, my exponent is a cube and I can't take anything out. So remember your patterns for factoring perfect cubes. You take the cube root, sign's the same. Second parentheses, I'm going to change my sign, and second sign is always plus. I square the first term, I square the second term, that goes at the end, and then I multiply those two items together, and in this case, I get a 5x. There's my answer. For this one, it's not a perfect cube, but both of these are perfect squares. So I'm going to put my 2 sets. And all I'm looking for is a factor, so I'm not going to have all of my factors. So I have to factor it completely to see which one I have left. One will be plus, one will be minus. I take the square root of x to the 4th, that's x squared. I take the square root of 16, that's 4. This one stays like it is, but this one can be factored because both of those are perfect squares. So I'll have 1 plus, 1 minus. Square root of x squared is x, square root of 4 is 2. So all 3 of these are going to be factors, and the only one that I have is right here. All I want you to do is find the greatest common factor of this, so you just simply take out an x. And that's what you have. No problems with your GCFs, hopefully. Completely factor. Always look for GCF first. Is there something that you can take out of all 3 of those terms? Yes, you can take out a 6 and an x. So that's going to leave me with 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1. There's nothing else. Let's try and see. 3, there's nothing else because of my x cubed and x squared, so we're good here. What can I take out? I can take a 2 out of everything. And I'm left with x squared plus x minus 12. What can I multiply together to get 12? That when I subtract, I get a positive 1, a positive 4, and a negative 3. There we go for your answer. Again, always looking for GCF. We can take out a 3, and we're left with x squared minus 9x plus 18. Is there anything that I can multiply together to get 18? That when I add those same numbers, I get a negative 9? Yes, there is. Both of my signs will be the same. In this case, they'll both be minus. Only factors of x squared are x and x. What are some factors of 18? Well, if we don't remember, we can go back here. We can type into 18 and go to second graph. What 2 factors of 18 can we add together to get 9? 3 and 6. So I have a negative 3 and a negative 6. Now it's factored. Which of the following is a factor? So we're only looking for one, but we got to factor it completely in order to know. There's nothing we can take out of everything, so we're going to use our California method. So 8 times a negative 7 gives us a negative 56. My B value is a negative 26. Okay, so I'm going to put down my 2 parentheses, 8x divided by 8. Signs, one will be plus, one will be minus. And let's look at factors of 56. So we need factors of 56 so that when we subtract them, we get a 26. So multiply to get 56, that when we subtract, we get 26. And there we go, 2 and 28. And remember, this sign here tells us that the largest one is going to be negative. Now let's take out some stuff. I can take a 2 out of this first parentheses, and I have 4x plus 1. I can take out a 4 in the second parentheses, and I have 2x minus 7 all over 8. 2 times 4 will cancel with the 8 on the bottom. So my factors are 4x plus 1 and 2x minus 7. 4x plus 1 is the only one that I have here. Factors. First glance, it looks like a 4, but 4 won't go into 22 and 30, but a 2 can come out of everything. So that gives me a 2x squared minus 11x plus 15. Let's do our AC method. 2 times 15 gives us 30, and my middle b value is negative 11. So I'm going to bring down this 2, and then I bring down my 2 sets of parentheses, all divided by 2. I put a 2x of 2x. Both signs will be the same. They'll both be minus. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cancel this 2 already. So what can I multiply to get 30 so that when I add, I get a negative 11? So factors of 30. Let's try to pull this up again because it looks like it's frozen. Okay, factors of 30, then when we add, we get 11. Those are 5 and 6. So I'll have a 5 in one parentheses, and I'll have a 6 in the other. Now, the 2x minus 5 stays the same. I can take a 2 out of this, and I have left x minus 3. So all of this would be my factors. 2 terms, largest exponent is cubed, so we're going to take the cube root. X, keep the same sign. Now, I don't remember exactly what the cube root of 512 is. So remember, you go to Math, down to choice 4, type in your number, 512, hit enter. So the cube root of 512 is 8. In my second parentheses, I square the first term. I change the sign from what it was, and then the second sign's always plus. I square the second term, that goes at the end, and then I multiply what's in the parentheses together. So it's factored. Another perfect cube, this one should be real easy. Cube root of x cubed is x, cube root of 1 is 1. Square, change my sign, multiply them together, second sign's always plus, and square 1. So that one was real easy. Looking at the expression, which could be the missing term in the expression if a factor of the expression is x plus 2y. So I have x plus 2y. This is the factor, okay? So I've got to be able to take out an x plus 2y from something here, okay? If I take out an x plus 2y, I have to be able to take that x plus 2y out of the whole quantity. You have to be able to have something in here that you can factor out. So what could we put here so that we would be able to factor out in another parentheses and get this? Well, the only thing that would work would be a